My answer, and this is going to be a real short answer, my answer is no. I've already let that be known that there will never be any county subsidies to help with operating costs at the convention center. It won't happen. I think it's time, yes, that the community came together. Everyone can see that the project is happening. I applaud the community for basically keeping that issue out of the county commissioner primary, because we're not stupid. We saw the trusses up, holding up that wall. Now, we can do everything we can from an economic development standpoint to ensure that the residual effects and the residual growth in that area spurred by that facility, do everything we can to connect the dots and say, you know, Lancaster City is a great place for you to do business, and here's why. But we cannot afford to put general fund dollars in any fashion whatsoever towards the subsidizing operations of that facility.
Just clarification. Your question was if they need more money for construction or operation.
Primarily construction, just to finish the project. But we can address both aspects.
Well, I have to reiterate what Mr. Martin has already said. We've already made it known as commissioner candidates that we will not budget money for operating subsidies at the Lancaster County Convention Center. As far as construction money, we've got two projects going right now, or two linked projects. One of them is 150 North Queen Street, and the other is the renovation of the courthouse. We're going to have to borrow money. We do have money, it's my understanding, to pay for 150 North Queen Street. We're going to have to borrow money to pay for the renovation of the courthouse. We're going to also have to put off some other things. We've also got to put off some other projects in regards to the courthouse that we pushed out into other years. We also have the issue of the prison out there, prison overcrowding. We're going to have to do something with that. I'm not exactly sure what just yet, but it's going to be fairly expensive for that. So for us to pony up more money or to be asked for more money for construction, that answer would be no also.
I'd like to, my answer is no, but I'd like to elaborate. There's three parts to my answer. General fund money, no. Guaranteed bonds over what we already have, no. Hotel tax increase, no. And I don't like to make promises in a campaign, but those I will make. I'm optimistic. I think the convention center is doing better. I have said some negative things about it in the past, but I think the public discourse is over. The time is we pull together. I'm optimistic about the new board members, especially Mr. R.B. Campbell and Thomas McCrone. I think they're business savvy. They're bean counters. I think we have more business sense on the board. So I feel comfortable making my statement and my promise. I think that's a three-pronged question. No bond guarantees, no general fund money, and no hotel tax increase. Because there's all kinds of ways you can find government money. While I hope the convention center works, and I think we all need to work together, I still cannot but help take a stab at Stevens & Lee and their $8 million legal bill. And this is not against the convention center, this is against Stevens & Lee. Think about this. $8 million legal bill. Since 1980, in the last 27 years, we have spent $73 million on farmland preservation over 27 years. $8 million, one Stevens & Lee bill. 11% of the 27-year total spent on farmland preservation by this county. Thank you.
Yes, I obviously have been asking for the last 2.5 years very hard questions about the convention center, and that has been well publicized. I believe that what we need to do, the thing is underway, it is being built, and we need to look to having it be as successful as possible. I would say, in the light of needing additional funding for this project, we should look to Penn Square Partners for the additional funding, because if my recollection or my reckoning is correct on this project, it is almost entirely taxpayer funded at this point. And I do believe it is time for Penn Square Partners to put in their fair share of this money. When we first ran for office in '03, I supported the project. At that time, it was a 50-50 public-private partnership. It was $70 million. There was no bond guarantee. After being in office for about a year, I started to look at the project. It had changed dramatically, and has changed dramatically. It is now almost entirely public funding, not only just the convention center, but the hotel in addition. I believe that if additional funding is needed, and it will be, make no mistake, additional funding will be needed, we need to look to our private partners, Penn partners, to put in their equal amount.
There's not been a more divisive project in this community than the convention center. In fact, I said in the primary that if you wanted to post a child on how not to do this project, you'd look at the convention center project. What it's done in terms of divide this community may be irreparable, and I don't know that. I'm hoping not, but it may be irreparable. What I am hoping is now that it's clear that the project is going to be built, that we can put aside our differences and try to make the best of the situation. The question was asked if there was going to be any any county money for construction or public construction money. The answer would be no. I think that if there's going to be any more money for construction, that it should come from the private partners, and they should put whatever money they need to make this project work. What I'm hoping that once this project is completed, that there will be other private investment in other projects that will hopefully make this project